fucking rolling. Right, sir? You cool with SmartAssPodCast as a title?
That's fine.
Alright. Welcome to the second episode of the SmartAssPodCast. I'm Chris, and this is my co-host,
Eli, also known as Wookie Wang. Please like, share, and subscribe to our video. Also hit that little bell on the bottom of the screen for notifications. We'll highly appreciate that.
We're begging you, please. We're fledgling.
Yes.
Wait, so what happened this week in nerd culture, sir?
I think we want to start off with WandaVision.
WandaVision. The new episode
3.
dropped today. So, spoiler alerts.
Yep, spoiler alerts, everyone. Start off.
Alright, so we're in living color now. That's for
Living
first.
color. Yep.
And she's, again, spoiler alerts, she's preggers.
She is pregnant.
I think we talked about that last week, though.
Yeah,
so.
we touched on this a little last week.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Bit, a little bit. And,
Yeah, she had twins.
she did. No more ukuleles.
No.
Now 2 pieces of fruit.
2 boys. If you want to know the names, sorry, you're going to have to watch.
Yeah, she probably named one of them after her brother. Spoilers.
Spoilers, but...
She had 2 beautiful papayas. If you see the episode, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yep.
If not...
Another funny episode. Another good sitcom.
It was.
It's
And I like, they have like a 60s, 70s vibe going on. It definitely...
I like it.
And the theme song changed again, which I like.
The theme song, I like the colors that they put into it.
Yeah, and it went from like a Bewitched kind of thing into like Brady Bunch.
Yep.
I like it.
I like it.
And I grew up on
That's cool.
MeTV and TV Land, so... Oh.
I liked the dress she was wearing in it. I thought it was nice, the coloring.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I'll again, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
Different nerd crush this week, I promise.
Yeah.
But she's still holding up.
She could be every week, but...
She could be. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Oh well. What about Paul Bettany? There was no ukulele.
Well, yeah. Another week without the ukulele.
But there was a stork.
There was a stork.
I know you love the
The
stork.
stork was awesome. She's having the conversation with... I don't remember her name. Do you remember
the
name?
All I know is she's part of... Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Sword.
Again, Sword.
They're bringing in Sword. That's a Marvel like deep cut right there.
Yep.
Can't have
Another
shield
thing
on
from
a
the
sword.
comics.
Yes, sir.
Another thing. More genius from Mr. Paul.
Just thinking of Paul Bettany again.
Yeah, Paul Bettany, yep.
Think of that damn ukulele.
Feige.
Thinks he's
There
fucking
we go.
David. He thinks he's any better with that ukulele. But yeah, David Feige.
There we go. But yeah, it was a good episode.
It was.
They mentioned Ultron in it.
They
Spicing things up there.
They did, and like you start realizing it's not just a sitcom that they're being watched by somebody, and people are starting to remember certain things.
I feel like there's gonna be some like dark twist, some type of ending like that, but
Definitely, and like if Sword's involved, they handle more like the
overseeing everything.
Yeah, more like the alien and like supernatural aspects, like they're like the counterpart, the Shield.
Yep, and then another Easter egg, the Hydra soap.
Oh, that's right. They do fake commercials throughout every episode.
Yes, throughout the episodes, but they do put in Hydra. And we all know that from Captain America.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah. Hail Hydra. Red Skull, all that.
Yeah. Red Skull.
And that weird conversations between the neighbors in the driveway.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Something fishy's going on.
There's something behind the scenes.
Something weird is going on.
And like the way they rewind and re-edit a scene.
Someone's overseeing
Someone's
all this.
watching. We'll say that at least.
And controlling Wanda's reality, clearly.
Yeah, because she's definitely out of it more than Vision is.
She's very powerful, and we've seen what she can do when she loses control. Like in Ultron, when she killed all those citizens in that fight in the beginning of the movie.
And on the subject of Ultron, he's still my favorite villain in the MCU. I don't care. Like, I like Josh Brolin, I like Thanos, but
I love Thanos.
But Ultron, he was my favorite villain.
love Hela. Is that her name?
Hel? Yeah, Thor. Yeah, Thor's
3,
sister. Yeah.
Ragnarok. I love her. But Ultron, he was great. I never read the comics. I don't know much about Ultron from the comics and stuff. I know some people didn't like the movie, didn't like the way they portrayed him, didn't like the actor choice. But
well, what were they gonna? They couldn't go back to the '60s comic books where like Hank Pym was a wife-beating drunk, like makes a robot.
No, they can't do that, especially nowadays.
Yeah, not nowadays. People would kill him.
Yeah,
so they had to like
they have to change that.
Yeah, and I like the idea that like he combined with Jarvis and then like it split it off to become the Vision.
I did like that.
It was good.
I didn't know much about him from what I've seen from the movie. I love the idea. Yeah, I love what they did with it.
And just like the suits they did with him, like he took the Iron Man suits apart.
He kept upgrading and stuff throughout the movie. That was awesome.
When he first got into the suit, like the mouth was all.
What about that scene when he
good visual.
When he chopped the arm off of the gun dealer.
That's where he shook his head. Then he comes back.
The guy that plays Gollum, Sarkis, what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. There we
That's
go.
right. And then he comes back in Black Panther. And he's got the metal arm.
Yeah, metal. I think he ends up dying in that one. I think Black Panther's nemesis in that. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, because we don't remember his comic book name.
No. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Most of you have seen the movie. It's a popular movie.
It's an extremely popular movie, and especially after he passed away.
Yeah,
like it came out.
Sadly, wonder what they'll do with that.
I think it's gonna be the sister taking over because they don't want to replace him.
I've heard rumors about the sister. I've heard rumors about even Michael B. Jordan coming back in some capacity and doing something like that.
Maybe they'll have him turn coat and become a good guy or something.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. They're related. I can see the sister. That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But we'll see.
See if they bring in Namor, the Aquaman of the MCU.
If they bring in Namor, I'm gonna shit bricks because I fucking love that he's such an asshole.
He's great. I don't know much about him, but from what my friends told me here.
If Aquaman was a prick, that's Namor. He's like, I'm only helping you people because they're gonna destroy the ocean too. He's like, if Thanos wasn't here, I'd kill you all too. He's such a prick. It's great.
I love Aquaman, so I'm sure I'll enjoy Namor as
Asshole
well.
Aquaman.
I think in the comics, doesn't he destroy the city, Black Panther City?
He destroys a lot of shit. He also fucks up the Human Torch too in the old school comics.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of WandaVision, I feel like it's obviously going to lead up into Doctor Strange too, Multiverse of Madness.
They're definitely inching towards the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
They already brought in they already confirmed all the different Spider-Men. Mm-hmm. Yep, Blade's supposed to appear through the multiverse too. We were talking about that last week.
Yep. Hugh Jackman possibly, X-Men. We touched on that a little.
Yeah, fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah.
And then let's see what happens if they get the rights to all the X-Men stuff.
She-Hulk, we haven't really touched on that yet.
We haven't. Now that's going to be a series first, right? Mm-hmm. Will they bring her in there?
Series on Disney Plus.
Now I wonder if they're gonna make her a lawyer that's married to Man-Wolf, like they did with
That'd be interesting too.
A few years ago. Yeah, because they kind of revived the whole. Remember was it Civil War? Yeah, it's Civil War where they do the Mutant Registration Act, and Captain's not for it, and fucking Tony Stark is. Mm-hmm. In the comics. The whole world's like in the middle of this whole like meta-human crisis, and like they have to make them registered, and then her fiance, who's Man-Wolf, John Jonah Jameson's son. So. Oh
wow.
Yeah, he went to the moon, came back with a medallion, became a werewolf. I just like werewolves. That's why I'm gonna get on werewolves again in a second. After this, I'm done rambling.
I'm sure there'll be more podcasts where we start talking about werewolves or werewolf movies.
Yes.
So be prepared.
There will be. Yeah. But so Man-Wolf gets shot by a silver bullet, and they have to rush into the hospital, and they're like, "Oh fuck, he's a metahuman. We have to register him." And she's like, "You can't register my husband." And there's a big thing, and it's I don't know. There was a good arc. It was probably the early to mid 2000s. So I hope they go with that route. Where she's
that'd be very interesting. Yeah. Also, there's rumors probably confirmed by now. Hulk's gonna be in it. Mark Ruffalo.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
Confirmed he's going to be in She-Hulk. Also, Abomination. Same actor from the movie, the original Hulk movie, with Paul Norton. What's his first name?
Jim Norton. No, Jim Norton's a comedian. I am...
Fight Club, that gentleman.
Yeah. Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. There you go.
Shout out to Jim Norton, one of my favorite comedians.
3 strikes, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But that'll be great.
Yeah, I would love to see Abomination again. I thought he was an excellent character. I liked that Hulk movie personally.
Yeah.
I liked Norton. I thought he was a good Hulk.
They were good. It was really the CG that was the problem.
I liked the new guy way better, but Norton, I love... Mark Ruffalo's awesome.
He does a good, like, Bruce Banner. That's the thing. If you can play the human part right...
Norton was too serious, I would say that. He didn't have any humor.
Like Ruffalo can, like, fucking, like... Yeah. He can be goofy.
He can be funny.
And he's like a cool and, like, nerdy guy.
He's a great actor, even in Zodiac. I feel like that's a great movie. Not a lot of people talk about that.
It's a fantastic movie, and it has how many Marvel actors are in it? How many people are watching those movies going...
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, the original...
Rewatch that movie. It's a fantastic movie. Fantastic movie.
With Jon Favreau.
Saint John Favreau.
The mastermind behind... Yeah, Saint John Favreau. The mastermind behind The Mandalorian.
And Chef.
Yeah. Chef.
New season just dropped.
John Leguizamo.
The movie's great, but the new season just dropped on Netflix. So if you want cooking, he's like the binging with Babish of the Netflix.
Yeah. I love food. I'll probably check that out.
Yeah, nah.
Why not?
I need a little less food in my diet.
That's okay. I could too, buddy.
But back to the multiverse thing. They also confirmed Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yes.
And with from
Poe
Rogue One. Yeah, from Rogue One.
Rogue One?
Not Rogue One. Oh my God, who am I thinking of?
It's okay. He doesn't like the...
I don't like the new trilogy. We know this.
Poe Dameron.
Poe, thank you. I knew it was someone from Star Wars.
What's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name right now.
If my phone was on, I would look him up.
Yes, we would. We would know this.
Don't worry, there'll be a picture somewhere here.
Yes, you will see his face.
Don't worry about it, and I'll put some jackass comment around here. Anyway, so he's confirmed as Moon Knight. He's a decent actor, despite Kathleen Kennedy's attempt Oscar Isaac, thank you.
See? It popped up. I knew it.
Eventually.
Yes.
See, I mentioned his arch nemesis, Kathleen Kennedy, so you just remembered shit left and right.
See?
But he'll be a good Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Keanu Reeves, but well.
It's still
going to be good. And
he's going to pop up with something in the MCU, and I think even Star Wars, and that's another topic we can hit on another day.
Yeah, or maybe later on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But Moon Knight.
Yes.
One of my favorite Marvel characters. He's Marvel's answer to Batman, we know, but still, the costume's amazing. The origin's cool.
I think we're going with werewolves again, Julie.
We are about to get in the werewolves because everyone knows Moon Knight only appeared after he was introduced as an assassin to take down Werewolf by Night. Jack Russell, my favorite Marvel character. I like B-listers, ladies and gentlemen. I can't help it.
Again, I don't know who this character is. I'm sorry.
He's a werewolf. That's all you really have to know.
Okay.
But the Marvel horrors. So this is what I'm thinking. They bring in everyone from... They got Blade coming. They got Moon Knight coming. That's 2 Marvel horror characters right there.
Blade.
Exactly. So we get those 2 in.
Moon Knight's like the Batman of the MCU.
And he's badass.
Yeah.
And then... So you bring those 2 in. Then you have to start bringing in Werewolf by Night. I'm hoping to God. You got Man-Thing. You got friggin'... Ooh. I just remembered. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Jared Leto.
Ooh. Morbius?
Morbius, the Living Vampire. Another Marvel horror that...
My friend's excited for this one.
I'm very excited.
I think he has a few things to say.
I do. So we all know what happened with that, or at least we know what we think is going on with that. They basically finished the film and it was trash.
Yes.
Which is an exception for a Marvel movie, because usually, even if they're not amazing, they're still like A, B, C, D. They get the story done. But maybe it's just Jared Leto doesn't belong being in like comic book movies. Like Suicide Squad was trashed.
It wasn't the best. I mean,
the whole movie was like a big trailer with Ballroom Blitz.
They were trying to do a new take on the Joker. They're trying to make it more modernized, but
they made him a jack-off.
That's just not the thing I wanted to see, and I don't think most people wanted to see.
No one wanted to see that. Exactly. Sorry, Jared Leto. I like you in other things that I can't think of right now.
You're a pretty good actor, but sorry, man.
You don't belong in comic book movies, apparently, because they took this whole thing that we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube that's taking over the whole planet right now. They took that as a sign to completely re-edit the movie and do all new like graphics for it, because the finished product was not bueno. No bueno.
No bueno.
I'm sorry, Jared Leto. But Marvel horrors. And while we're talking about the multiverse again, Spider-Man. When are we getting the Sinister Six?
Yeah.
And because they already got the Vulture. And I love Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton plays a fucking amazing bad guy.
What about the original Green Goblin? I've heard rumors of that coming back.
Oh, if they get Willem Dafoe to come back.
William Dafoe, the man.
He, the man, the myth, the legend.
That is.
I hear he's gonna.
Me and my friend, we've probably seen
every Willem Dafoe movie combined.
Yeah, and almost every superhero movie out there you can watch.
That's true.
I would say he's top 3 villain.
He's definitely still one of my favorite villains. And
he was amazing in Spider-Man.
People talk shit about the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. All right, say what you want about 3.
He was a little creepy as it too.
But 1 was amazing. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, 2 is better than 1.
Dr. Octopus was cool.
2 is great. Alfred Molina is great.
1 was the better movie.
It was phenomenal.
The original Spider-Man is probably the best Spider-Man out there.
Yes, and we all love Sam Raimi, and he's going to be the one bringing the multiverse to us.
Yep.
Because he's directing the new Doctor Strange. Mm-hmm. So there you have it.
Yep.
What the hell were we talking about? I forget. Oh yeah, Jared Leto, stop making comic book movies.
Yes, knock it off, man.
That's the moral of the story.
Stick to other stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not working out.
It's non-comic book movies anyway. Go back to singing for, what is it, 30 Seconds to Mars? I forget his band's name.
Who knows? Speaking of MCU...
Yes.
Let's get off the Jared Leto topic.
Let's put him away.
We've bashed him a little too more. All right.
I'm sorry, Jared.
Yeah, sorry, Jared.
I still love you and other things.
Yes. I hope you have a successful new year, man.
Yes, Godspeed.
Anyway, MCU, Thor 4.
Thor 4.
Love and Thunder.
I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm looking forward to Guardians 3. Portman? I'm in love. Maybe she'll be the Nerd Crush of the Week. Who knows? We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah. Padme. Luke and Leia's mother. She's a legend just for that.
Yeah, no, she is.
That's awesome.
Leon the Professional is like one of the best movies ever made.
Huh? I don't know what that is, but I seen that Black Swan thing.
We all saw that Black Swan thing.
Black Swan.
Heard Mila Kunis that helped me get through some cold nights, ladies and gentlemen.
Ballerina dancing.
Wow. Hey, maybe Mila Kunis could be the Nerd Crush of the Week too. Who knows?
Who knows? Ashton Kutcher might not like that, but...
It's alright. We'll put him in there too. I like Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah. That 70s show, one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, God,
recommend that to anyone.
When are they going to make Red Foreman a villain in a comic book movie? Because he was.
I feel like I've seen him a villain in a movie before.
Yeah, RoboCop, the 80s RoboCop.
That's what it is.
And he's fantastic in it. He's fucking fantastic. If you haven't seen the original, what is it? Peter Van der Hooven? It's some long
It's graphic.
Dutch name.
Don't recommend you watch it with your kids.
I do.
Well.
How old are your kids?
I'm the parent here.
Yeah, I got dogs. That does that count?
Oh, kind of. Kind of. I understand. I had a dog I loved before, so.
Yes.
I was there, buddy.
Yeah, they're good kids.
Yes, they are. Amazing creatures.
Yes, they are. What the hell were we talking about?
Thor 4.
Thor 4.
Christian Bale. Gore the God Butcher.
So, it's a badass character, and we all know Christian Bale can act. But is he gonna
be a good villain?
I was gonna say, is he gonna fight anyone about lighting on the set? Sorry, Batman.
It's a possibility. If I hear the Batman voice, I'm gonna lose it too.
I'm Batman. I am the Batman. Where's Ra's al Ghul?
Alfred, where are my biscuits?
Get out of there.
Anyway.
Some people like to watch the well bed and say, that's my terrible Michael Caine impression.
I am hoping to see Beta Ray Bill. They teased him in Thor 3.
They did.
The statue in
Goldblum's
palace.
Yeah, that's right. And like I said, I love B-list characters, so that'd be hilarious to see him.
And he loves Goldblum. That's his man.
I do love Jeff Goldblum. Like
Thor 3 might be the best movie in the MCU.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely one of my top 5. It's definitely one of my top 5.
I would say that, Infinity War, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's fantastic.
The first Iron Man.
First Iron Man, Age of Ultron. You know,
he loves that.
I love Age of Ultron.
That's his thing. It's okay.
And Ant-Man.
It's
probably all right. May he rest in peace.
He went too far.
It's Stan Lee's best cameo. Why is he a DJ at a strip club? It's hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
That is funny. I would say the first Guardians is my 5th.
Guardians, definitely
Guardians 1 and 2 are one of the best.
James
best things
Gunn
in the MCU.
James Gunn can make a soundtrack.
Brilliant. I can't believe got rid of him for a little while, but he's back, and that's all that matters.
He is. And
he is back.
On the subject, well, I don't know about Jared Leto, but Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, he's doing that as well.
And that's why Disney's like, we need to get this guy back.
Yeah. They don't want them. They don't want DC.
She doesn't succeed.
DC to succeed and do anything that the MCU is doing right now.
Stick the TV.
They're trying to go to HBO now and do stuff like that. They're redoing the Justice League.
The Snyder Cut. 4 hours.
We're gonna talk about movies that we disliked later on. And I was going a little sneak peek. I was going to speak on Superman versus Batman, but I changed my mind.
Suicide Squad.
Nope. When we get there.
All right.
We'll get there.
I'm looking forward to this because I don't even know what he's gonna say.
Yeah. This is change mid video, man.
All right.
I like
where this is going.
But yeah, the Snyder Cut, Justice League. I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah, it's over 4 hours long.
I will watch that. I'm excited for that. Hopefully they do Darkseid. He's the Thanos of the DC universe. He's technically was created before Thanos. Technically, the MCU stole him.
Yeah, well, they stole Deadpool.
Yeah, but you can't really go that route because they've stole ideas from each other throughout time.
They definitely
There's
did.
so many different characters that are similar.
They did, especially in like the 60s and 70s. Like Stanley used to fuck with them on purpose. You know that?
Oh yeah.
He tells this one great story where like he'd hear through the grapevine like they were trying to copy like one of the covers that he was gonna do, so he would change the cover on purpose just to fuck with them, and he would still make more money than DC.
Speaking of one of your favorite of Marvel movies, Age of Ultron. What about Stan Lee's appearance in that when he gets drunk in the beginning scene?
That is fucking great.
After they do the battle in the snow.
That is great.
That is great.
And they're all trying to like move the friggin' Thor's hammer and
him and the veterans.
The old guys are like, "Hey, you pussy."
He's like, "I'll take this, no problem." He's knocked out. They're carrying him out of here. He's like, "This has been aged for a millennium."
It feels like he's not dead. Like he's one of them people like you'll never get over it. Like you'll think about him and forget he's not alive.
He'll never be forgotten. He'll be remembered forever.
He will.
That's a gentleman that'll never be forgotten. And rest in peace to that brilliant man.
Rest in peace. And let's speaking of movies I don't like.
Go ahead.
Captain Marvel. Yeah, I'm that guy. I don't care. It's fine. But I do love his cameo in it because it's supposed to take place in the mid-90s, and he's reading the script from Mallrats, the Kevin Smith movie he's in the movie. So it's great that it's full circle like that. So I'll give that to the writers of Captain Marvel.
Sorry to interrupt, but Captain Marvel isn't my favorite movie just because I personally do not like Brie Larson. Just to get that out the way.
Nobody does.
Sorry, spoiler alert. I do not like Brie Larson.
Sorry, internet.
Sorry, everybody. If you don't want to watch this because of that, I apologize, but
don't apologize. They know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, they know. There's two camps, and you're one of them.
At some point, they had to introduce the Skrull in that part of the universe.
They did.
So
you know what? I did like her in that Marky Mark movie where he's like a degenerate gambler. I can't think of the title.
I don't think I've seen that one.
If I think of it, I'll let
you know. He has so many movies.
Yeah, he's like feel the vibrations.
Nothing's funnier than he was a rapper back in the day.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
I still call him that. Again, if you don't know any better, we're from New England. You can tell by the deranged accent, at least mine.
Yep. Get over it.
Yep. Yeah, he's still Marky Mark.
New England. Where the great United States
was founded. And speaking of history, today in history.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm doing it. All right.
Go ahead, Leo. Oh my God.
I broke my chair because I'm a fat bastard. Today in history. But also in history. Mark that down on your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. January 22nd, this fat fuck fell through his chair. But also, Constantine III became the co-emperor, or Caesar, of the Byzantine Empire.
Also known as the Eastern Roman Empire.
When his father, Heraclius, made him his heir. But then again, when he became an adult, he only became emperor for about 4 years. So I don't know if that's worth mentioning. But today in history, a baby became co-emperor, and I broke my chair.
And it's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah, mark it down, ladies and gentlemen. Historic. This is a day to be remembered.
I need to go to Target and buy a new chair.
This is a video to be remembered. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe, please.
That's right. only you can prevent forest fires.
Yes. But how about topic of movies?
Movies.
Let's get onto that a little bit. And a movie that you want to talk about that you have some issues with, my friend.
Do I? I do.
You do.
What movie?
What movie?
I forget.
He forgot.
Well, there's a lot of movies that I have a strong opinion about, and you're going to hear about them eventually over the course of time.
I will go first.
You will go first while I remember what the hell I was thinking of talking about.
I have no issues. I know this is a very popular movie, and I think my friend will not be the happiest, or maybe not even agree with what I have to say, but
it's all right.
I have a lot of issues with Marvel's Civil War. Captain America 2. Well, 3.
3.
I have plenty of issues with that. I feel like they...
Damn, thought he was going with DC.
I feel like they went soft with it. They could have had more characters die at the end of the day.
They could have.
I don't think... No one died. War Machine got hurt.
Yeah,
they could have added more.
Crippled his ass.
I mean, at the time, maybe they should have waited off to do the Civil War, to waited until the MCU expanded more for the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and all that, like the comics, when all that was in there, the mutants.
Marvel horrors.
Exactly. It was good for what they did. It's not a horrible movie. I just had a lot of issues with it. Yeah. The ending scene was awesome with Captain, Bucky, and Iron Man. That fight was amazing.
I get something to add about Bucky whenever you're done.
Go ahead.
What happened to White Wolf? That's another very obscure character, but he went to Wakanda, he got his new arm, and at the end of Black Panther, all the kids are like, White Wolf, White Wolf. And I was hoping, like, Black Panther would have made him the suit. Because it's a very similar suit. It kind of looks
to the Black Panther.
It looks like the Black Panther one, except for it's all white, it has a cape, and he carries a machine gun for some reason.
Well, that's the Winter Soldier for you.
That is the Winter Soldier, which would make sense, but they haven't done it, so I'm hoping Winter Soldier and Falcon will touch upon that and try to retcon it. Because I don't know if they did it, thought they were going to go through with it, and they changed their mind, but it would be cool to see them.
Yeah.
But
it would be amazing to see that. I would like it.
Yeah, no, I like obscure characters.
You never know. They're going so many different routes. The Eternals, the gods, all different types of gods all over the world. The Black Knight, played by my man, Jon Snow, Kit Harington.
Kit Harington, ladies and gentlemen.
But, yeah. Civil War. Chris?
I forget what movie I was going to talk about, but I can talk shit about any movie. Oh! The new Hellboy.
There we go.
And I fucking love Neil Marshall, the director. I love Dog Soldiers. I like when he directed episodes of Game of Thrones. He did the battle. He did every big battle scene. He's the one that directed it. And I love Hopper from Stranger Things. His name escapes me right now, but he played Hellboy. But the movie was trash.
And this man, this is the man speaking right now, loves Hellboy.
I love it. I have every trade paperback. I love Mike Mignola.
Every movie cover that comes out, this man has. He has signatures from the main characters.
I have the director's cut of the original Hellboy, signed by Ron Perlman, signed by Selma Blair, signed by Doug Jones.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
Ron Perlman. Hellboy.
He has a very, very nice soft handshake. He's very... He lotions. He definitely lotions.
He lotions.
He moisturizes.
Oh, yes, he does.
Selma Blair has nice soft hands, too. God, I hope she's feeling well right now. Anyway, and I got signatures by everyone. I love those movies. I used to watch them all the time as a little kid. I remember how I got into it. Like, I did not see it in theaters, but I got sick with the flu, and my parents bought me it on DVD. And I was so out of it that I just kept watching it on loop. And, like, I memorized the whole movie, like, scene by scene. So, I can recite that movie from start to finish. Plus, Guillermo del Toro's a genius director. I will watch him in anything. I'll watch any of his movies.
Those first two Hellboys were amazing movies. I love those movies.
Exactly. And shame on you, Universal. Shame on you for not giving them the budget to make part 3.
What's that fish boy? What's that fish man?
Abe Sapien.
There we go.
That's Doug Jones.
He is amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Dude's fucking great.
He is.
Great character.
Maybe sometime in the future they'll be smart enough. And
the knife hand guy? in the first one. What did he have? He had something.
Oh, he had like the two
character.
he had like the two Tonfas with the blades on them.
That guy was a crazy villain.
Cronin. Yeah.
That was awesome. As a kid, that freaked me out a little. I love
those movies so much.
What about him in the first one when he's a baby? The baby freaking Hellboy running around. That's hilarious.
And the CG still holds up. That's fine. Good. It's great.
Hey, I still think the original Star Wars still hold up. I feel like they still look great today. Not good, great. Yeah. I love them.
And I still have the old VHS tapes because I want to see Rick Baker's like Wolfman at the canteen instead of some stupid stick-lipped alien. What happened? I don't know. But I love George Lucas still, but
I still know what he was thinking with the CG. Some of the CG he added to the new movies. Like, I love that he added the new scenes. I feel like he could have added different new scenes to make the story better. But the CGI was not the best. Like, in the fourth movie, The New Hope, well, technically the first movie, to most.
Right.
Technically. But,
70s.
Yes. Ooh, great time to live, apparently.
Apparently. According to our parents.
Yeah, according. But, yeah, I did not like the Jabba the Hutt. That CGI was awful. He looked completely different.
Yeah.
And the span was 3 years from that to Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, and the goofy scene where, like, Han Solo walked around him in the original one, they added that thing where he stepped on his tail and he goes, ow! Yeah. It looks so goofy.
Just unnecessary.
There's no need to be
another
that goofy.
Unnecessary part. Who shot first? We all know Han shot first.
We all know it was Han.
We all know Han
Greedo can suck it.
They can change whatever they want, but we know what we've seen.
You can change history, but we know the truth.
I watched the tapes until I burnt them out when I was a child. Exactly. I know what I've seen.
Exactly. That's why I had to rebuy the tapes.
Yes, I know what I've seen. You can't take that from me.
Cannot. Sorry, George. Him and Spielberg were definitely just getting high. Like, let's add CG to our fucking space movies.
Speaking of the original...
Because he did it to E.T. too.
Speaking of the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi, Phone Home. I love that he brought that into episode 1. But,
on the Senate.
The Senate,
If you watch E.T., like, how does this stupid species of alien, how are they on the Senate Council?
How? How did they make it? I'll heal you with my finger, I don't know.
So maybe he's a Jedi.
Yeah, you never know.
He's like force healing?
Yeah. You never know. E.T. could be force sensitive.
He's phoning whole.
But the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett.
Where's Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. Where? All of a sudden, he's heading him into a Sarlacc pit. I'm so happy they changed, not his ending, but furthered, like, his story.
Dragged himself out of the Sarlacc pit.
I would love for them to show that in his series, The Book of Boba Fett. Flashback. I would love that, just to see how he gets out of there, who helps him. Maybe it's a fellow bounty hunter, old acquaintance, you never know. Yeah,
and he must have been helped by somebody, because I don't think he would have left his armor in the Sarlacc pit. And according to Timothy Olyphant's character in The Mandalorian, he bought the armor from Jawas. Yeah. And so, obviously, they scavenged for them.
Thieves.
Scavengers,
thieves.
But
never trust a Jawa, ladies.
No.
Never trust a Jawa.
So, he was definitely helped by somebody. He must have been, like, unconscious, because he wouldn't have left his armor there.
No.
Especially because it was given to him by Jango Fett gave it to him.
Nope.
And
his father.
You heard how, like,
all the history behind that.
You're not the Mandalorian. He's like, my father's armor.
How the Mandalorians feel about their armor, and
especially the old school ones who never take off the helmet.
You can say whatever you want. Boba Fett is a Mandalorian. His father is a Mandalorian, so
he helped out in the war.
And they created his blood created the greatest army probably in the history of Star Wars, the galaxy.
Order 66.
Yeah, wiped out the most powerful beings, the Jedi. So, they're obviously forces to be reckoned with, and Boba Fett's going to show that in his new series on Disney+.
Yeah, he's going to kick ass and take names.
It's going to be great.
And talking to Jedis, we have any more information on the High Republic?
I'd like to shout out to my favorite YouTuber, Star Wars Theory. I recommend anyone to go to him. Most people do know of him.
Yeah, we'll put that
He's
right
probably
here.
the best one out there right now, to be honest. I think
Star Wars, definitely.
Star Wars, yeah, he is awesome. But, yeah. Follow him. I definitely suggest that, and I forgot where I was going with that for a minute.
Something about the High
Republic?
Yeah.
There we go. He was speaking on how he read the comics, and he said they are completely awful. And if I would take anyone's opinion, I would take his.
Yeah.
And I would have to agree with that. I don't think I'm even going to give those comics a chance. He said they gave Yoda not even a page. Like you know how comics are. Everyone's read comics.
Panels.
Probably like 2 panels, Yoda, just 2 little scenes. They don't really get into depth with characters. He said they were following like this fairy type creatures following a Padawan.
Yeah, they're the whole race of these little fairy creatures.
That's just not what I want to see, not what I want to read, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, and apparently the Padawan's like an angry bastard the whole time.
Just an angry teenager.
Yeah.
That's how you describe it.
I mean, I guess we all were, but like, I wouldn't have read a comic book about it.
Yeah, That's not what we want to see. You want to introduce us into this world. That is not the best way to do it.
Yeah, no. Especially an already established world. Like we know how shit works in this universe. Like
take the hints. You've seen how the sequel trilogy works.
Yeah, sadly that's.
And you've seen what the Mandalorian has done. Why can't you take the hints? And then you go back to.
It's sadly Disney not paying attention to the fans and paying attention to Kathleen Kennedy.
It's like an inner struggle.
Same thing with Marvel.
It's like an internal struggle between Kathleen Kennedy and her people and Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni and his people. Maybe even George Lucas, because there's been rumors that possibly George Lucas wants to get back into it.
He's trying to buy something back, or like at least get involved as like some sort of consultant.
And if the shareholders aren't happy, that means a lot to the company.
It does.
It sways things. Money talks.
Bullshit walks.
Yes.
Now I got that friggin' song by AC/DC. My favorite AC/DC song is Money Talks.
Money Talks. Never heard it.
Well, I'm gonna put a little bar right here and just make it short enough where YouTube does not fuck us over.
Yeah. Please don't do that, YouTube.
Yes, and
We're
so
good people.
we try anyway.
For the most part.
I try.
Yes.
But you mentioned one of your favorite YouTubers. I gotta mention one of mine because I've been watching a lot of his videos lately. Odin Makes. He was formerly on AWE. AWE. I forget what it stood for, but he builds props. Mm-hmm. And today he just released a video where I'm dating this video right now by saying this, but he made the Beskar spear from Mandalorian, and it was badass.
That's awesome.
And he's just
is this the same gentleman you showed me that did the flamethrower and stuff like that too, or no? This is a different company or something.
This is a different guy.
Okay.
But I highly recommend Odin Makes. He does all this kind of cool cosplay props and like cool devices. And I don't know. Lately, I've just been like vegging out and like just listening to him. He's like he's kind of like the Bob Ross of the YouTube generation, where you can listen to him all day and like he's just relaxing. And you're like, oh, he's building cool shit, and like he's very nice all the time. I can take a nap. I highly recommend listening to Odin Makes.
Odin Makes.
I want to put that down here too.
I'm going to have to check it out as well because I have not seen anything on this man yet. And also, I would like to shout out Nerd Theory.
Nerd Theory. A classic.
It's great.
We're going to shout out people for the next half hour.
It's okay.
Every episode we'll throw a couple out there.
Yes. Those are my 2 main sources right now. Invictus, another history. That's another great one.
I will highly recommend that too, especially for like Greco-Roman era history.
Yep. It's fantastic. Chinese history.
They get a little bit of everything.
Japan, the Mongols. Pretty much, yeah, like Chris said, anything. The Crusades.
If you like history, check out Invictus.
And I love history.
And also the History Guy. History Guy's a good one too.
Yeah.
He did a video on one of my subjects.
Yes, I remember you telling me that.
That's right.
You want to speak on that a little?
The burning of the HMS Gatsby. Go to the History Guy on YouTube and look up that episode.
Yes, do it. And like it.
Let him enlighten you.
Like it.
I'm not a history professor. I'm a YouTuber.
Yes. Where would you like to go next with this?
I don't know. Let's see.
How about you want to talk about All right, we will never do this again. I promise.
I swear to God, wow, we're done.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I promise. I will never start something like this again.
Uh-oh.
It's not that bad, but
do I gotta cut this?
It's political. We do no cutting. We just don't want to do much political stuff on this.
No political stuff.
Bernie Sanders falling asleep.
All right. We can talk.
We can do about Bernie Sanders. There's memes everywhere.
I woke up this morning and there was memes of an old man in a mask sleeping in a lawn chair, and I fucking died. It was hilarious.
All these memes I'm seeing everywhere. It's great. I can't.
He's old and he fell asleep.
He's a good man. There's nothing against him, but it's funny.
Joe Rogan loves him, but no, he fell asleep. I hope he talks about that on his podcast.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Old people falling asleep is funny. I don't care who it is.
I would laugh at
left,
my grandfather.
right, center. Yeah.
I laugh at my
My grandfather pushing down the stairs.
So it's funny.
Didn't hear that.
No.
Alright, that wasn't bad at all. It was like ripping the Band-Aid off.
Yep.
Old people falling asleep.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah. One day we'll be old.
Yeah.
And falling asleep.
Yeah, one day we could be doing a podcast and...
Just nod off. So my heart just goes, just sleeping.
But, we're going to be doing a lot more movie reviews. I'm sure my friend's going to want to talk a lot more of Michael Myers and Halloween. I don't know if he wants to hit it on any of this today.
I do, because I just want to mention that in the coming weeks, the first movie we're going to review, I get first choice, we did a coin toss, is Halloween 3. Now, I know what you're saying, that's the odd man out. It's not. There's no Michael Myers in it, and it's got like a kind of strange plot, and they were trying to do an anthology at that point, but it's such a weird movie, but it's good. And it's just weird that it got a numbered sequel, so it got fucked over in the box office, but it's a good movie.
I feel like it should have just been a spin-off instead of like Halloween 3.
It was the 80s, they didn't know any better.
They did not.
But it's got Tom Atkins in it.
They did not. And I'm going to have to watch this because I have never watched this. I have always been told to never check that out and don't bother. But
it's a good one.
My buddy here is going to prove me wrong.
Yeah, it's I'll keep it at that because I don't want to spoil too much for when the review comes out. We'll probably do a commentary for it too.
Yep. Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
And then after that, he'll get the next choice in movies.
Yeah. I don't hold me to this, but I'm thinking Avatar. James Cameron.
I'll watch any James Cameron movie, even Titanic, so that's fine.
I'm thinking Avatar. I'm thinking that's the route I'm gonna go.
Right. Especially when they confirm part 2 through 6.
Literally, they're taking forever to come out, but I'm sure they're gonna be great with all the technology now. He has a camera for HD underwater filming.
He just invents shit now.
Yeah, I know. He's brilliant.
And he's like a member of the Explorers Club, which is
brilliant.
A very hard thing to become a member of.
Is he in his 80s, 70s? Must be in his 70s.
60s, 70s.
Yeah, must be.
Because Kathleen Bigelow still looks.
Wasn't he married to some other director before?
Yeah.
Not anymore, I don't think
Catherine Bigelow. No, they got divorced, sadly, but...
Bigelow T? Or?
Yeah, Bigelow T. No, she did the Hurt Locker and a bunch of other good movies. She's as an acclaimed director as he is, but...
YouTube, if you're listening.
Bigelow T is a good brand.
Bigelow T is a great brand, and we will endorse them on our videos.
We will. I'll drink tea right now.
Bigelow, mint, lemon.
Once we get a table right about here,
Reginald,
and then I'll have a mug, and I'll just take sips of my Bigelow tea.
We will drink that tea this whole podcast, just so you know. He's the YouTube man right here for that.
It's true, and yes, I'm American, so I will leave my tea bag in there because we like to do this for some reason while we're steeping our tea.
That's okay. A little bit of honey. There's nothing wrong with a tea bag.
The lemon, little honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Stir it around.
Some mint.
Like a couple of lumps of sugar, sir. Do like tea.
Yeah. I go tea all day.
So James Cameron, huh?
Tea all day, any day. Screw coffee, man.
Yeah, coffee can suck it.
Yeah. Sorry for our coffee. I'm sure we'll probably have coffee fans out there somewhere, but...
Crazy part is I'm not even a morning person, but I still hate coffee.
I hate the morning, but I will not drink coffee. Yeah. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back, but if I need caffeine, I'm having a can of Coke.
Can of Coke. Explains
this. I'm sorry, Coke.
I love my tea.
It's true. You have a lot of sugar in you. Like it's delicious.
But, yeah. I think I'm going to do Avatar. Yeah,
nice.
That's a little rant. It's okay. It's going to happen sometimes in these videos. And James Cameron's Avatar, it's going to be... the second one's going to be focused more on the underwater theme, in that type of in that world where they were. So that's going to be Pandora. That's going to be amazing. I'm very interested in that. I thought the first movie was beautiful, the visual effects, everything. Just the idea of the animals. I thought the CGI was even good.
That just triggered a weird memory.
The villain in it. Mechanical.
Have you heard of the Pandora syndrome?
No.
All right, so back when that movie came out, this is fucked up and it's absolutely true. I forget where I read the article, but this is like a thing. Apparently, people were getting like so enthralled by that movie they would get depressed after watching it.
Because it was so beautiful.
Because it's so beautiful
in this world
in
like that.
the real world.
I heard
sucked.
this before. Now that now that my friend here is saying this.
And like, imagine that like your life's so meaningless that you watch a movie and you're like, well, I'm fucking depressed. And like, as someone that's fucking depressed, I don't get that depressed after I watch a good movie.
No. I mean, sometimes I fantasize, what would it be like to be in the Star Wars universe or something like that.
Yeah, or like, I'm thinking about banging one of those blue chicks, but I'm not gonna
go hurt myself and do something like that over it.
Yeah. No. But that was weird. I just triggered that memory.
Yep.
James Cameron invented something so pretty that it makes people depressed. Mm-hmm. No, that's the way I am. Like, he invented all like the friggin'. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have like red cameras, like the Phantom, the Dragon, and all that crap. And just the way like 3D technology evolved since Titanic, like that was James Cameron. Mm-hmm. That was all his money and like ingenuity going into that. Mm-hmm. God, I love that man. Oh, he's divorced now. Maybe I can marry him.
That man also
maybe he'll be in our crystal.
Tried to find the Titanic.
He did.
An expedition.
He did.
Dude's awesome.
He is.
Gets into a little bit of
Shout out to my favorite Canadian.
Yes.
James Cameron.
Sir James Cameron.
Sir James Cameron. That's right, because he's a Canuck.
Yes.
Is he a Canuck or is he just a regular Canadian? Is he French Canadian? Let me know in the comments, please.
Please.
James Cameron, comment.
Yes.
What is your ancestry? Did you get the little swab? What's it, Forever 21? No, that's a women's clothing store.
Are you from the French
23?
side? Or the British side, mate?
Yeah.
Mate, Australian.
Well, any Australian watching it, they're like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
That's alright. Making fun of us because we making fun of you too.
It's okay.
But I love the Australians though.
Yeah.
Nerd Crush of the Week, Bindi Irwin. Bindi, why are you getting married?
She's pregnant, my friend. She is having a child.
Without me?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
You're breaking my heart.
Steve Irwin was the man, and I watched him throughout my whole childhood. Rest in peace. Yeah. Out of all the animals he handled, damn stingray.
Fucking stingrays suck.
Crocodiles,
karate-chop,
king cobras,
stingray.
Sharks, elephants, lions, tigers,
crocodiles.
And a stingray gets this man. That is infuriating.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Left behind a beautiful daughter.
Yes. And a pretty smart son, by the way. It looks like he's gonna run that zoo very well one day.
Yes.
Smart man.
Yes, he's just not my cup of tea.
Proper, I believe.
Yeah. He's not as pretty as his sister, but he's a good kid.
No. Sorry, guys.
I mean, unless you
if you like that, that's fine.
That's fine.
It's not what I like.
But I like his sister better.
Yeah.
Damn. I missed my chance.
Yep.
Oh well.
It's over.
It's over.
There's a lot more fishes out there, bud.
Just swimming in the sea.
Yeah, just gotta cast your pole out there. With the baba.
Pole. Call me Prince Namor.
With the worm out there.
It's not a worm. It's more like a sea cucumber. Alright, well, while we're on this perverted note, let's bring up our Nerd Crush of the Week for this week.
Crush of the Week. Who do you got?
I think now it has to be Bindi Irwin.
Bindi Irwin? I would have to go with Bindi Irwin.
Yeah, she's badass. Her father was the crocodile hunter, so she's like definitely knows about fucking animals. And we used to watch that show where she had the clubhouse in the treehouse.
My nerd crush.
She was the shit back in the day, man. Let me tell you.
This is not really nerdy, but
that's
I guess you can. My nerd crush of the week's gonna be Thomas Brady.
Tom Brady.
Sir Thomas Brady.
You're breaking my heart.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
See?
The greatest quarterback ever.
You see? The Buccaneers. That's what breaks my heart.
He's going to beat the Packers. Like I told you guys last week, he beat the Saints. It's going to happen again.
I'll beat him for leaving the Pats. He left me.
Speaking of the Pats, left me. They brought back Matt Patricia.
He left me, then he beat me. He left me.
What are they thinking? Bring back the man that just made the Lions even worse than what they were. How is that possible?
Oh, that's hard.
How is that? Yes, that is very hard. How do you make the Lions...
Somewhere Axel Foley's like, don't talk about the Lions?
Anyway, let's not talk too much about sports.
Yeah. Let's talk about Axel Foley, though.
I don't know who Axel Foley is.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy? What's that?
Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3.
That.
We're watching all 3 of those movies immediately. How do you not know who Axel Foley is?
No idea.
Ackwell.
Never seen.
Ackwell Foley.
Another one. Never seen Lethal Weapon. Never really seen the Die Hard movies.
Hey, you're breaking my heart. So we're having a... Alright. We got a babysit tomorrow. I'll bring all those movies over. Just watch them all one after the other.
Knock them down one by one.
Exactly.
Check them off the list.
Exactly. There's too many diehards and Lethal Weapons, so we'll start with Beverly Hills Cop, because there's only 3 of them. And suppose there's going to be a 4th one, but we've been waiting on that since... Forever. But we'll see, because
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. But we did get Coming to America, too. Well, it's finished, but they pushed it back to March, so we'll see how that goes. Because they didn't get John Landis to come back and direct, which breaks my heart. But they did get Eddie Murphy and and Arsenio Hall and everybody to come back, and he's hilarious, and it's going to be rated R, so
should be good.
It should be good.
Should be good.
Like he is hoping, like fingers crossed. But I'll watch it. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Don't know if it's child friendly, but
oh God, no, no. You gotta show you the first one before that. It's no. The Princess of Munda is not for children.
It's not for the kids.
I mean, you might as well show them Raw and Delirious at that point.
Not for the kids.
Yeah, it's not Dr. Dolittle. It's not the Clumps. It's
not Frozen.
No. Was he in
Elsa.
Frozen?
No.
Oh no. No, what the hell was he in? He was in Shrek. He played Donkey.
Oh, great.
I'm like, so some.
Was he in Frozen?
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm like, I don't know any better. Just let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, was he in it?
Was he in it?
Who'd he play? No, No, he was in Mulan though.
Yeah, he was the dragon, right?
Mushu the dragon.
Yeah,
That's
Mushu
right.
the dragon.
So he wasn't a Disney movie.
Which I will not watch that Mulan movie just because there is no
the remake.
Mushu. Where is the dragon?
There's no Mushu. There's no singing. There's no.
Is it even the funny friends in it? The comical friends, the chubby guy and the.
They changed them and they made them not so funny. Half the movies, the Mongols like just riding their horses in slow motion.
I hate that they changed these classic movies.
Yeah, Disney,
it's
please
really
stop.
sad.
And I love Jon Favreau, but we all know he did the remake of The Lion King for a paycheck. They're like, you have to make this crappy movie, and then we'll let you make Mandalorian.
And
He's like,
Mandalorian's all yours.
Okay. And,
I accept.
And he did it.
I will do it, even with this crappy CGI.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the paycheck. I understand that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. Helps you fund other projects, etc.
That's true.
Just the way life is sometimes.
That's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way it is. Like Bruce Hornby says, just the way it is.
Yeah.
But he's not my favorite Bruce. He's my second favorite Bruce. No, third favorite Bruce.
I was hoping to get through this podcast, or any podcast, without mentioning this man's name.
But
this is his time.
Here's his time to shine. Episode 2 is for you. I love the boss. But number 3, Bruce Hornsby. Number 2, Bruce Campbell. Number 1, Bruce
Willis.
Frederick Springsteen. Not fucking Bruce Willis. That bold bastard. But we are going to watch all the diehards and Red 1 and 2. But Bruce Springsteen is my hero. And if he sees this, please contact us at the email below. Don't worry. I'll start bringing in Bruce Springsteen things of the day soon enough. It'll piss him off. It'll make me feel all warm inside. Warm in the cockles of my heart.
We're going to have to,
anyway,
black out my screen when you do that.
So, I'll put his picture over you.
Like a picture of me sleeping or something.
I'll just put a picture of the boss.
Holding me like as a child.
The fuck?
It's okay, little boy. You'll like me one day.
Oh my god.
People like my music. I do like Further on the Road. That is one of his songs that I do.
That's a very good song. I also like the Johnny Cash cover of that. But I digress.
This is the man that has collected many of his records.
All of his records.
All of his records. I thought you didn't have the first one, but he must have it now.
I found it. I had to get it from some asshole in D.C. when I got it.
Yep, he found it. He was looking a long time. Local comic book stores.
I had to get it
records,
complete.
Etc.
And Greetings from Asbury Park, I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like a postcard and it opens up like one. And I had to make sure the flap was intact. Gotta have it flapped.
Gotta have the flap.
Flappy. Oh. I love the boss.
I love the boss.
Sorry, Bindi. Move over.
Tom Brady is the boss.
He abandoned us. Springsteen never abandoned me. he just came out with a new album and it's fucking fantastic. Go listen to it. Letter to You.
2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs way up. He's too busy with his thumb in his bum.
You are lucky that you guys haven't seen our... Hopefully we'll have another guest one day. Our young man, Bobby.
Young Bobby.
He will also agree with me on this Springsteen section. He will not appreciate
these damn kids these days.
Very much.
Back in my day. What's going on? There's something wrong with me. Classic rock's the way to go, and Springsteen is #1 in my book.
One day.
Warren Zevon's #2 in classic rock category. May he rest in peace. What were we talking about?
I'm just strolling through my subscribers on YouTube. All of a sudden, the boss pops up.
I forgot about this.
I know I did not do that. So this man must have...
It was my turn to play a song in the car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Finger must have slipped.
Slurp to the subscribe and notification button. Just like you should do. Right now. Just like, share, subscribe.
To this video.
Little bell.
Yep.
Just like the boss. Do that to Springsteen too. Yeah. He'd appreciate that.
Hey,
you and Bobby didn't, but I certainly did.
All you guys have to do is subscribe.
And yes, Bobby is a real person. I swear to God, you'll see him eventually.
You guys get free entertainment from us 2 knuckleheads.
That's true.
Why not?
Why not? Why not is right. Oh. I was born to run and listen to the boss.
Yep.
Anyway. How the hell did we get on this?
How did we get on a lot of things that we touched on today?
I don't know.
We just go with the flow here, obviously. Sorry if you guys...
We'll have a format eventually,
that's not your favorite thing, but you will get better as time goes on.
Yeah, so just stick around. Eventually you'll find something you like.
Yeah.
And if not, fuck you.
Yeah.
Someone else will take your place.
There's plenty of other...
There's plenty of
other
YouTubers.
Channels, yeah.
Yeah, there's enough room for everyone on the YouTube boat.
Remember, if you view our video, it still counts as a view. Even if you don't like it.
Just don't thumbs down.
Yeah, no thumbs
down.
If
you don't like it, don't thumbs down. Just
leave
click
peacefully.
away. Just click away.
Leave peacefully.
We'll do the same for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't really downvote any videos. I'm just...
No,
I'm just like, I don't like this.
If I don't like it, I'm just, see you later.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll click on something else.
Waste my time. Unless it highly offends me, but it takes
rare.
A lot to really do that.
Yeah. What offends me is YouTube's algorithm. Here's a video from 14 years ago that you may like, and what the hell does that have to do with anything I've been watching?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah. Might as well. My whole feed right now is Star Wars pretty much, so at one point it was Game of Thrones, but it just depends.
Yeah, no, mine's just been all, like, Odin Makes and like, Brennan Tennell riffing on movies and Monster Island Buddies. You know me and my little Godzillas.
That's another thing I would love to speak on one day.
Godzillas?
We can do Godzillas, but I would love to do Game of Thrones, especially with the new series coming out on that too. There's a Targaryen series coming out, and supposedly a dunk and egg. It's a Targaryen heir to the throne following around a knight around the 7 kingdoms and learning his kingdoms and stuff.
I gotta binge watch it again too, so I can refresh my memory.
Very interesting. I would like to see that. I would actually love to see that. Didn't love how they ended the first series, but
I feel like
hopefully they've learned.
I feel like HBO doesn't know how to end any series. No, Sopranos got fucked too.
I love that series.
Deadwood just got canceled.
Deadwood, yeah, that was like another great show to see you later. And then they made a movie to try to finish it off. I don't know if you knew about that. I didn't watch that yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard of it.
I would love to see that because I liked that series.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like HBO makes all this good programming, but they just don't know how to fucking finish things. I was gonna mention something, but I forgot.
Oh, speaking of HBO,
yes.
Supposedly they're doing a Green Lantern. I haven't heard much about it, but I did hear
they're gonna do a series or a movie.
Series.
No, are they gonna try to bring back Ryan Reynolds?
So the Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds.
Is it gonna be Ryan Reynolds?
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I heard rumors about the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League that he might appear in that somewhat.
Really?
He might. I don't know though.
So do they film stuff during Green Lantern before they film that?
Maybe. I don't know if they take bits and pieces. Maybe do something with his face.
Are they gonna give him
just
that
CGI his body, like the body's all CGI.
Well, the suit was all CGI anyway.
Yeah, so
they could definitely do that.
Supposedly, the new Flash movie too. I don't think that's gonna be on HBO. I think they're using the same character from the Justice League.
Yeah.
They were gonna bring in Cyborg also into that, but something happened with the studio and Cyborg, and I think the actor lost his job.
Yeah, he was talking shit on Twitter or something
Fisher?
like. Yeah, but like the celebrities gonna quit talking shit when they're under contract.
Yeah.
Because that's how fucking Andrew Garfield got fired from Spider-Man too.
Yeah, that's how you
he
lose
got
your
drunk
job.
and talked shit on Letterman, and then got his shit canned.
You all can be replaced at the end of the day.
Yeah, and also I love Cyborg, but I want to see a good Teen Titans. The show's not good. Let's all admit that right now. We're fans. We're not gonna lie to you. Like, if you like it, that's fine. But they gotta quit making shitty adaptations of things we love.
Mm-hmm.
But they put Cyborg in fucking everything now. He's in fucking Young Justice, Justice League, fucking all the CW shows. Like, he just shows up everywhere. I'm like, he was a Teen Titan first. Like, make a fucking good Teen Titan show.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I love that cartoon, Teen Titans.
The old Teen Titans was fucking phenomenal.
With the Robin and the
Yep.
The guy that changed into all the things, the dinosaurs, the different animals.
Beast Boy, a.k.a. Changeling.
Cyborg. What was the girl's name?
You got Starfire and Raven.
Starfire and Raven.
The two big ones, yeah.
I thought that was an excellent cartoon.
It was. Glenn Miramaki did
old
a fucking
Batmans were excellent. I like the old Justice League cartoons. Those are excellent. All on Cartoon Network.
All the old shit was fucking good.
Really good.
Back
when cartoons were good.
Yeah.
And it's funny because our parents used to, well, at least my dad, I don't know if your dad's that.
They'd watch cartoons with you back then?
They would watch them, but they would be like, they were even better when we were kids. And they would say, it's just funny how it keeps declining generation to generation.
Meanwhile, back in the day, they were just like watching the friggin' the Flintstones.
Literally.
While drinking beer or something. Like, oh, this is great. Oh, cartoons. Yeah. I don't know. We have to bring back this has been some good animation once in a while. Like I feel like every generation has one big show. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender was fucking phenomenal.
Speaking about that, Netflix might blow that. They already messed up that. Who was the gentleman that did that?
Oh Christ! I can't think of the name.
I think he's a good actor. No, good director. Isn't the guy that did Signs?
Oh, he did the movie and he fucked that up too.
That movie was awful.
Yeah, but Signs was good.
Signs was great.
I like Glass and I like
Glass.
Village was trash.
I like the other one
he's
too.
hit or miss.
What was the other one called?
Unbreakable. Oh, which one?
Glass, Unbreakable, and the middle one.
Oh, Split.
That was great.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
Split was really good.
Yeah, that friggin' Dr.
X. I seen that in
Professor
theaters.
X.
You seen that in theaters? Split?
I did. We saw Unbreakable together. Not Unbreakable. Glass together.
Yes, I remember that. Glass is a great movie.
It is.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Now it's gonna bother me that I can't think of his name, and it's such a unique name too.
Well, while he thinks about that, another topic I want to slightly touch on: the Obi-Wan series. Supposedly, there's been some rumblings out there. Liam Neeson.
Ooh, Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon, some appearances from the
flashback shit then.
Flashbacks, and he's the one that taught Obi-Wan and Yoda how to do to go into the realm of the Force.
Oh.
He's the one that learned it first, supposedly. So, maybe we'll see him teaching him how to let go of his living self.
M. Night Shyamalan.
There we go.
That's just... It only took me 5 minutes.
It's okay. I did that earlier, so...
But, yeah.
It happens.
It's interesting that Yoda had to learn something from somebody else.
Qui-Gon, yep. A lot of people underestimate Qui-Gon. He's one of the greatest Jedis out there.
It's because he got differently. It's because he got fucked over in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah, he thought differently. And that was one of the reasons why he was a master, but they didn't technically want him on the council sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, his views differed so much, and again, his master was Dooku.
Yeah, and we know what happens.
And we know what happened to Dooku.
But at least I think that gave him perspective though, because when he's the one telling Obi-Wan like, "Don't fucking touch this kid." Mm-hmm. He's like, well, I said that didn't come out right. Mm-hmm. Don't train this kid.
Train.
That's what I meant to say. But if your master turns to the dark side, you're definitely gonna be able to see it in other potential Jedi. And he's like, "Don't fucking go near that kid."
Don't.
Told Padme to do the same thing. Don't go near that kid.
Yep, stay away. Even when they
didn't listen, but
even when they first took him to the Jedi Council, they wanted nothing to do with him. They didn't even want to train him.
It's true.
Mace Windu's like,
he's too old. They want nothing to do with him.
Pretty much, as a child. First time he meets him, he's been rude to him his whole life.
Do not grant you the rank of master.
If you think about it, he had it coming. He chopped his arm off, and Papa Sidious, Papa Palpatine, took him out the window with his lightning.
Yeah, no, Mace Windu went out the window. George Lucas was like struggling for ideas for that scene. He's like, "Fuck it, push him out."
Yeah.
It's
ironic.
They're saying he might come back.
He might come back as well. They're saying.
So did he survive?
Even rumblings, he was the one that got Grogu out the temple.
That would be badass. They could figure that out. And Samuel would be like, just smoking a cigarette, like, "Yeah, I got this damn baby out the temple."
I'd have to rewatch the.
Oh, before he kills all the younglings.
I think it might have been episode 2. I'd have to rewatch one of the prequel movies, but there's a line in there that they throw in there that makes it seem like Yoda and Mace Windu have a secret that they're hiding from the rest of the Jedi.
Oh, maybe that was
Council,
Baby Yoda.
And
they could retcon that in.
Maybe that's Baby Yoda. Maybe that's something else that they'll expand upon in the High Republic series going on now, because Yoda's going to be younger and Mace Windu might be popping up in that as a young Padawan at some point. True. We'll see. Now,
here's a question for you. We already talked about how the original trilogy, George Lucas went back and added a bunch of crappy CG for the most part. Now, what if they did that now with the prequel trilogy, and they throw in a scene with like Baby Yoda, where like they show him getting getting shuffled out by like Mace Windu like, under the cover of darkness or something.
I would like that. A couple months ago, I seen I think I seen it on actually YouTube. Star Wars Theory again. Shout out Star Wars Theory. He's awesome. He did a video on
paint us a picture, please.
I guess there was rumors out of Lucasfilm saying that they wanted to do a director's cut of Revenge of the Sith. I guess there's over an hour worth of deleted scenes.
Shit. I believe it, too.
That's my favorite Star Wars movie. Probably by far. Great. That one's very good. I love the original trilogy, but that one, like I said last week, just action-packed, the lightsaber duels. Yeah. Just seeing Darth Vader, Anakin become Darth Vader, the fall of Anakin. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's great, and I would love to see more of that movie. I would not
be disappointed.
Not be disappointed.
I hear.
It would only further the story for me.
I don't remember. Last week, did we mention, speaking of adding director's cuts and crap, Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson?
Mm-mm. Go ahead.
No. Well, let's not talk about the Amazon thing, because that's already, looks like it's going to be a hot dumpster fire.
I hope not. I have high hopes. We will talk about that in another episode. But,
weren't we just talking about the director's cuts of those movies not that long ago?
Yeah, we were. Return of the King.
And that was like, it turned into like a 4-hour movie with all
4-hour movie. They added about 50 extra minutes to that movie, and I thought it was all well worth it. I liked it all. There was an encounter with Gandalf and the Witch King. Yeah. A lot of people, it was good, but some people got upset because the Witch King he blew up his staff. Yeah. And technically Gandalf's stronger than him in the book, so people that are book friendly and love the books and are faithful to the books got offended by that. But you got to know by now, in movies, they change stuff.
They do.
Not everything's going to be by the book.
You have to adapt things, and then some things look better visually on camera than they would in your imagination while you're reading. Mm-hmm.
You can't read everyone's mind on the screen.
Exactly, and everyone has like different images in their head.
One reason why the books are better, you can see what everyone's thinking in every different moment.
Right.
But give and take everything, visual and that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I loved what they did with the Twin Towers, Fellowship of the Ring. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that as a child. My mom, my dad, me, and my brother. When my little brother's knocked out, I watched that whole 3-hour movie in the movie theater. I was amazed. I couldn't believe what I was saying. That movie was great. And I love it to this day. It's a great series, and Peter Jackson's a genius.
I love Peter Jackson.
The Hobbit series is good, but The Lord of the Rings is fantastic. Probably the best. I love Star Wars, but that might be the best trilogy ever of movies.
Well, The Hobbit. I love The Hobbit, but we all know it didn't need to be 3 movies. He only did it to match The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and the money. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, but like that battle with Smaug could have been better, and the battle with the 5 armies could have been better.
Probably added about 30 minutes of dwarves and elves just chopping heads off. I like it.
It was good, but
unnecessary.
it was exactly. You just wanted to make 2 trilogies.
Yeah.
But I still love Peter Jackson. You gotta watch his old shit. Fucking Dead Alive. Just crazy fucking zombie gore fest, and like Meet the Feebles. It's shitty Muppets. It's fantastic. it's
Whenever I think of Muppets, I just think of the Gremlins. That movie's hilarious. Put him in the microwave, he exploded.
Joe Dante. We'll get to his movies eventually too. I love fucking Joe Dante.
We definitely have to do a review on the Gremlins at some point.
Maybe next Christmas. Definitely a Christmas movie.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
December 2021. Gremlins review.
Be ready.
Be ready. Joe Dante wants you. Anyway, I think we should be wrapping it up soon, sir.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
That's about it. We'll try to slowly extend the format of the show and get some sort of normalcy eventually. But for now, we're testing the waters, and we're glad you're in the lifeboat with us. Because we need all the fans we can get.
Yeah, and we're not going down. We're not going down like the Titanic. I don't know.
If I'm going down, it's gonna be like the orca at the end of Jaws, and I'm like Quint, like shit.
Yeah, I'm not going
stabbing
down.
the shark.
I'm not going down with that fight. Life jackets, fucking.
Exactly. Plus, we're doing this for free right now, so once we start charging money on like Patreon or something, then you can talk shit.
Yes.
But until then. Yeah. Enjoy the content, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little bell notification somewhere in the corner. And we'll see you next week.
Friday.
Next Friday. Every Friday? We'll try to release it on Friday. We will try. No promises, but we shall try.
Every week you will get content.
Every week. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
But I'm Chris. This is...
Eli, Mr. Wookie Wang.
And you just listened to another episode of the SmartAssPodCast.
Good day.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Thomas Brady.